Morning, everybody. It's another delightful day here in the Northwest. The weather has been ideal here. It's hard to believe that we're moving into fall, but I love summer. I want to go backwards. I want to go back about 3 months, right? So I am going to just push a button. As you can see, the Eletta over there in the corner from Delonghi. I'm just going to go over and go doink, and I'm going to make myself a flat white. And what are we brewing up? Appropriate for a Sunday morning, Verve's sermon, right? Who comes up with this stuff? Who puts sermon in front of me on a Sunday morning, right? Just saying, go grab yourself a cup, come back and join me. This looks really good. So the sermon is supposed to really hold up well to milk. Let's see. What are you guys drinking? Really? Send me the right recipe, huh? Ooh, that's very good. I'm picking up the blue, it says blueberry and chocolate, dark chocolate, and I'm picking up on both of those. I don't typically pick up on much of that stuff. It has to be big and bold for me. That's very good, and that is very rich. I would say that is a great espresso. So, we put out the poll last week to ask about how would you pluralize Chemex, the Chemex question. And we have some great responses. Of course we have great responses, always. And you know, everybody's got to be a little bit funny, which is good. So stay tuned. Let's go to that. All right, I needed some fortification before going through these answers to the question of how do you pluralize Chemex? Okay, so Jerry says, this is kind of good. I wanted an apostrophe to show possession, meaning mine, one for Gail and one for Jerry. Fair enough, Jerry. I think you deserve one. And then Guy says it sounds best to be chemi, C-H-E-M-I. That's how I probably would have said it, just because it sounds good. And then Eleanor. Eleanor had some teachers in high school that would have guided her, two teachers that would have guided her in two different directions. She said, Mrs. Fowler, my ancient, she was probably my age, high school Latin teacher in the 70s would have advised me to pluralize a noun of Latin origins such as index or indices, right? Okay, all right. Then she moves on and she says, but my hip high school English teacher, Mrs. Bassinger, who would have wore a mini skirt, would have simply recommended the common use of indexes, I-N-D-E-X-E-S, all right? So she goes on to say, she's going with the hip miniskirt teacher. Good for you, Eleanor. I bet you she was fun. But I bet you got a lot out of Mrs. Fowler as well. I'm just saying. Okay, now Desiree. Well, Desiree must have majored in English, okay? She says Chemex would probably be chemexes based on how we form most plurals, with the addition of the S and the ES plural markers. I'm getting dry on this one. Phonetically speaking, since Chemex already ends with an S sound, you would need an E, which is an E sound, to serve as a buffer between it and the addition of the plural marker S. Basically the same rule as box versus boxes. Moving on, though, she says, however, Chemex should also be an unmarked plural, a little bit different, as in the original form could be used for both singular and plural construction like fish. So she has two different ways of looking at it. Boxes, fish. It could indicate many fish, right? Okay, so thanks a lot for your comments and education, which I needed, and I'm gonna go with, what do I like? I'll have 2 Chemex. That's my plural, 2. All right, thanks a lot for the comments. Stay tuned. So, after Desiree's explanation of her teachers and all, I just needed to have a little more fortification, a little more coffee. As you know, I just kind of cut that short a little, just made it a 3/4 instead of a full one. So what do we got coming up this week? I have another crew review of the Crossland CC1. We did an update on it because he's changed a couple of things on it, and we just want to keep you guys in the know. I'm happy to that he has made some of these changes. It's always good when people make changes to machines. Josh has our new top 3 picks for super automatics in espresso makers, which stay tuned for that one. I think Josh's new series is going really well, and I look forward to it every week. I don't come up here and get a little sneak peek of what's going on. I watch it live just like you guys do. So. And the other thing I did this week is I did another go-round of the Cuban coffee, whipping it up and all that, and it really came out so much better after the tips that you guys wrote in. So while I am having another sip of my coffee, we're going to roll a sneak peek for you. Your steam button's right here. This is a traditional single hole steam arm. It's going to get hot. It's not insulated. You got your water tank right over here, which is 68 ounces of water. That's a pretty large water tank given the size of the machine.
It also, like most manufacturers, has adjustable grind settings here and a bypass doser here. The only real con that we have towards this machine is the rather small bean hopper and reservoir, which is to be expected for a design this sleek.
We're gonna make it as an espresso shot, and this makes it with hot water, you are the pressure, makes a shot. The AeroPress makes a cup of hot, strong black coffee. It's not like an espresso shot, but we're gonna compare the taste anyway because you guys asked for it. Thanks a lot for watching again this week, and I can't wait to get out in that sunshine after I drink my coffee though. You know, I'm gonna relax a little bit, hang around the house till about 10, 11 o'clock, have a little coffee, have a little fun out there, take advantage of the last little bit of sun. Yeah, I know. Winter's coming, I know. So, have you guys checked out our newly remodeled coffee page? There's lots of new stuff there, and there's new coffees every so often. I won't say every week, but we are adding coffees all the time and changing things up, so check it out. Make sure you go visit our coffee page. That's all I have for you this week, other than Verve's sermon. It's very good. I like my drink this morning. Hope you enjoyed yours, and stay tuned for all the stuff coming up this week, and come back and visit with me next Sunday. Have a good week.